I want to share with you 5 different ways you can help your client get better results. What's up, family? I'm back with another one. Hey, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the family. So in today's class, we're going to be breaking down how you can leverage different ways to increase your chances of your clients getting better results. And once they get better results, that means you're going to get more testimonials. And once you get more testimonials, you're going to make more money and more impact. And I'm breaking it all down. So sit back, relax, grab a pen, get some paper, get something to drink, because I'm breaking it all down for you. As you know, there are so many different ways, of course, to help your clients get better results. But I want to talk about different ways you can do, that I leverage as well to help increase your chances of getting clients better results on their credit reports or getting things removed. All right. So the dispute system, 5 different ways. I'm going to be talking about a few more ways, but of course, the first way that you're going to leverage is the FCRA. All right. Now, with the Fair Credit Reporting Act, there are, of course, laws that are in place that Experian, TransUnion, Equifax must follow, right? So with those specific laws within the Fair Credit Reporting Act gives you the ability to dispute and remove those negative accounts off those reports, whether the client owes the money or not, right? Because we understand that the credit report has to be showing maximum possible accuracy. And with that one specific law gives you the ability to dispute and get those accounts removed off the report. Now, there are many other laws that after you leverage that first law in place, there are other laws to follow up to increase your chances of getting those accounts deleted off that report. Now, that one specific strategy, FCRA and the FDCPA, right? Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, right? The FCRA and the FDCPA gives you the ability, with the FCRA, of course, you're going after the credit bureaus, right? You're going after Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, and other consumer reporting agencies that report information about your client. But with the FDCPA, if you want to, you can go after the collection agency, right? Because, of course, there are rules and laws they have to follow. And if they don't follow it, you can enforce some things. Of course, you can't technically do everything, but if you wanted to, because you're going after the collection agency and you're not a lawyer, so most of the time you can't really go after the FDCPA unless you have a contract with your client, and that's another conversation for another day. But I'm just showing you, you can leverage the FCRA and the FDCPA, but with the FCRA, when you're going after the credit bureaus, there are laws, of course, that they have to follow. And yes, every single round you can leverage different laws. But as we know, that doesn't always get the best results. Okay. So another way you can also leverage that most people or some people don't talk about is you sure already know, CFPB. Now, the CFPB, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, doesn't always work, right? But it's a way to increase your chances of helping the client get better results, right? Because at the end of the day, we don't know what way is going to get the best results. We just got to do what we can do best that's going to help us increase our chances of getting the client's best results, right? So as we're helping them, let's just say, remove the negative items, and we're helping them rebuild their credit report, they're going to see an improvement of their credit score. That's why, it's not an overnight process, and you explain that to the client. So one of the ways that's going to help you get better results is leveraging the CFPB. Right, and I can show you and create a video on how to file a complaint with the CFPB, but I'm just right now just showing you different ways, and I could just break down how we use the CFPB and how we leverage the CFPB. And the CFPB, you can charge extra for a client because that does take extra amount of work and service for your client. So not everybody is not everybody get access to that dispute strategy. So you can charge a little bit extra, just like when you go to, for an example, you go through a car wash. They have regular car wash, they have the cheap car wash, and they have premium car wash. And with premium, it comes with everything, right? So the same thing for your service. You have a regular service, you have, a less expensive service like a do-it-yourself, and then you have a premium service where it comes with these different things. And you can charge premium because it just takes you more time to do the CFPB complaint. All right. Now, another way you can leverage, or another way you can get results, is leveraging the BBB, right? And with the BBB, you can go after the collection agencies. You can go after the credit bureaus as well to get your clients better results. Like I said before, you can charge extra for this, okay? Because like I said before, we just leveraging different strategies to get the results based off of how Experian, TransUnion, Equifax violate the law. Okay, now we got the FCRA, the FDCPA, CFPB, BBB. Another thing that most people overlook is state laws. Yes, there are state laws that Experian, TransUnion, Equifax have to follow as well. So there are specific guidelines and laws within your state that you can leverage in your letters to help remove those negative items off your credit report. Yes, I know it sounds crazy, but you can look up some specific state laws in your area, well, in your state, to help increase your chances of getting clients better results. So you can leverage artificial intelligence based off of their credit report and say like, what state laws that Experian, TransUnion, Equifax are breaking, and you can input that in your letter as well. Now, another way you might have to do this as well is sue. Now, of course, you can't sue, but you can refer your clients to sue. And there are different circumstances where you might want to sue first, or you might want to have your client reach out to an attorney, or if you already have an attorney on your team, you might want to do that first. Or if you don't have, I could also put like a list, but a few people that we use. But as far as, let's just say, when we have clients that have bankruptcies on their report, we send it over to a specific attorney. And with that specific attorney, he goes over, or him and his team goes over their report if they have a bankruptcy, because there are rules and regulations as far as bankruptcy that when it's being reported, it must meet certain ways it's being reported. And if it's not, guess what? He usually goes after it, and the client gets paid. You get paid for sending it over, and it's going to help, of course, increase your chances of getting multiple items removed off that report. Okay, I'm not going to break down what he's looking for, but I'm just telling you, hey, you can use that. You can also leverage another attorney. I think he does it as well. But let's just say your client has a mixed file, right? They have a file accounts on there that doesn't, or have another person's stuff on there as well. That usually happen with twins, juniors, and you get where I'm going with that. And people with a common same last name. So you can do that. Also, if a person is truly a victim of identity theft, you probably want to do the lawyer route, right? Because yes, it might take a little bit time, but at the end of the day, the client will get paid. They will get the accounts removed off their report for sure. And it's a win-win situation for everybody, because we all know that if you, let's just say, tell your client to go file a police report, right? You tell your client to go file a police report because they are a victim of identity theft, and you send it into the credit bureau, to Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, it doesn't 100%, which is crazy because according to the law, they must block the information. But but you see sometimes when you do that, it doesn't automatically come off the client's credit report. So then you will have to sue to enforce that, hey, these accounts come off the report. So you can leverage suing. Okay, now you can also, let's talk about, I think another way you can leverage, and I don't have it on here. I know I said 5, but you can also leverage the attorney general. Oh, shoot. All right, so you can leverage the attorney general. You can create a complaint as well, because as we know, sometimes you got to apply a little bit more pressure on the credit, on Experian, TransUnion, Equifax. Okay. Now, another way you can also leverage is number 7, Metro 2. Metro 2 compliance is another way you can craft your letters based off of the procedures that Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, how they read reports and how they're supposed to report in certain fields. They're going to get all into the technical. Hey, Carl, cut that part out. I'm not going to get all into that specific, but you can leverage Metro 2 compliance to craft your letters to also knock the credit bureaus out, right? So these different strategies you can also charge more for and make more money on your service. But I'm just showing you different ways you can leverage this, these different ways, put it in your dispute system and see your clients get better results. Tell me, hey, it's worth it, okay? So if you have any questions, drop it in the comments, and I appreciate you for watching this video.